Hi guys! Ano ang mga pwede nating advice sa mga young professionals na gustong mag-migrate dito sa Canada? I'm Terrence and this is Canada A. Before we start, please don't forget to click the subscribe button and click the notification bell to update you on future episodes. Please leave a comment as well and also click the like button. The advice and tips that I will share are based on my personal experience. So, halika, tara, kwentuhan tayo. So guys, kayong mga young professionals, do you have plans of working abroad? Do you have plans of becoming an OFW? Like magtrabaho sa Middle East like Dubai, UAE, Qatar, Bahrain, Oman? Or would you prefer working someplace near like Singapore or Hong Kong? Or how about you have plans of migrating to Canada or even Australia? Lahat naman tayo may mga personal goals na that we want to achieve. Some prefer to stay in the Philippines and serve their country there, while others search for greener pastures and try their luck abroad. Whether you want to go overseas or not, tutok lang kayo para kahit paano magkaroon kayo ng idea ng mga steps na gusto nyong gawin along the way para mapagplanuhan nyo ang gusto nyong mangyari sa career nyo in the future. Mga young professionals, kayo na who have the license to practice your profession in the Philippines like engineer, doctors, nurses, uh, architects. Now is the best time para pagplanuhan nyo ang future nyo dahil bata pa kayo. So, simulan na natin ang kwentuhan. Number 1, look for a job in your chosen profession in the Philippines and try as much to get experience as you can. Dito magsisimula ang lahat. Your dedication to your chosen profession will start here. Minsan mahirap maghanap ng trabaho sa Pilipinas pagka bagong graduate ka pa lang eh. You want to gain experience pero walang gusto magbigay ng chance sa'yo kasi wala kang experience. Pero huwag kang susuko kasi ito yung huhulma sa'yo to be strong. Kahit sa abroad hindi madaling makahanap ng trabaho. Kaya pag itong determination na ito na develop mo sa Pilipinas, kahit nasa abroad ka, hindi ka mawawalan ng pag-asa sa paghahanap ng trabaho. And once nakahanap ka na ng trabaho sa Pilipinas, try to get as much experience as you can. The ideal timetable is 2 years. In those 2 years, learn everything that you can, gain as much experience as you can, because these are the foundations that you need to build up in the early stages of your career. After 2 years, it's time to reassess again what you want to achieve in your career. Bakit 2 years lang? Kasi age is an important factor when applying to countries like Canada. The older you get, the lesser points you will receive when you apply. Kaya ngayon pa lang, it's time to best to reassess what you really want to do with your career. Kung gusto mo bang mag-abroad or kung gusto mo magstay sa Pilipinas. Kung gusto mo magstay sa Pilipinas, then that is your decision. Pero if you want to work abroad, especially like migrating to Canada, then it's time to go on to the next stage. Stage number 2. Look for job opportunities in other countries as an OFW. By this, I mean you are going to look for a job in countries na hindi nag-o-offer ng citizenship. Bakit sa mga countries na ito? Kasi madaling makahanap ng trabaho. Whether it's in the Middle East like UAE, Qatar, Saudi, Bahrain, Oman, or whether it's near the Philippines like Hong Kong, Singapore, becoming an OFW can give you international exposure in your line of work and in dealing with other nationalities. But the important aspect of working abroad is the financial gain. Because when migrating to countries that offer citizenship like Canada, you will need to spend a lot. The cost of applying, the process, the funds required to settle in that country is no joke. Talagang gagastos ka talaga if you really want to migrate in countries such as Canada. The timetable I'm suggesting to stay and save fund is around 2 to 3 years. Bakit 2 to 3 years lang? There are a lot of reasons. Number one reason is longer than 3 years, you will become very comfortable living in that country. And as a result, baka ayaw mo nang umalis doon. And pag doon ka na rin medyo nagkaedad, ayaw mo na mag-settle sa ibang bansa kasi magba-back to zero ka na naman. So, 2 to 3 years is enough to stay in that country. Because longer than that, baka ayaw mo na umalis sa comfort zone mo at gusto mo na lang manatili ron. Number two reason is you now have accumulated 4 to 5 years of a combined experience in the Philippines and abroad. And yet, you are still under 30. Why is being under 30 important? Kasi, when applying to countries like Canada, the older you get nga, the lesser the points that you will receive. So, it's best na when you start applying, under 30 ka pa rin. So, kung naka 2 years ka lang sa Pilipinas and naka 3 years ka sa abroad, that's a combined of 5 years. Still, hindi ka pa umaabot ng 30 years old and your chances of success when applying to migrate in Canada is really, really high. Number 3 naman, saving for 3 years should be enough in regards sa mga expenses na kakaharapin mo when you apply to migrate in countries such as Canada and Australia. So, yun yung mga reason kung bakit sinasuggest ko na around 2 to 3 years lang talaga ang pwede mong ilaan sa pagtatrabaho bilang OFW. And then after that, pwede ka na sa susunod na stage ng career mo. Stage 3, applying as an immigrant in Canada or Australia. And you're almost there. Ito yung end goal mo why you only chose to stay 2 years in the Philippines and 3 years working abroad as an OFW. With the right age, with the right experience, and enough saving, you can really increase your chances of success when applying to migrate in Canada or Australia. Pero maghanda ka lang because applying is not a walk in the park. Marami kang kakaharaping mga pagsubok, marami kang uubusing oras, pera, at saka determination sa pag-apply. Or pwede ka rin naman mag-apply using an immigration consultant agency. Medyo magastos nga lang. Pwede kang mag-apply using a consultant agency or you can do it yourself. The choice is up to you. Pero just remember that this is the goal that you set in the start of your career na gusto mo talagang makapag-migrate sa mga bansang ito. And hopefully, through determination, faith, and tiwala kay Lord, makakamit mo ito kasi wala namang imposible sa Kanya. Also be prepared in countries like Canada, your experience abroad will have minimal impact when you're applying here. And also, there's a high chance na yung profession mo is regulated here in Canada. Meaning, license ka nga sa Pilipinas, pero hindi mo pwedeng i-practice yung profession mo dito sa Canada. You need to study again and get a certificate and pass some licensure examination para ma-practice mo ulit yung profession mo dito sa Canada. So it's really like going back to zero. Pero hopefully, through the determination that you have built up throughout the years, malalampasan mo to. Kasi tandaan mo, kaya ka nagpunta rito sa Canada is para ma-secure ang future mo. So i-summarize natin, there are 3 stages na kailangan mong pagplanuhan early in your career kung gusto mo mag-migrate sa Canada. Number 1, get a job in the Philippines and get as much experience as you can for at least 2 years. And then number 2 naman, try to work as an OFW abroad, gain another experience, save as much as you can, and get international exposure. And then number 3, Start applying as an immigrant to countries like Canada and Australia. So yung mga ito pinagpaplanuhan mo habang bata ka pa while you are still a fresh grad. Yung stage 1 and 2. And once matapos mo yung stage 1 and stage 2, you now have the right experience, you have the right age, you have saved enough money, you have gained international exposure, both with your experience and in dealing with other nationalities, and is now ready to become an immigrant here in Canada. Yes, pagdating mo sa bansang ito, it's really going back to zero. But hopefully, through the determination that you have built up throughout the years, this determination will help you para kahit mag-start ka ng zero dito sa Canada, malalampasan mo pa rin ito. And the bright side is, bata ka pa, so makakapag-adjust ka pa ulit. Unlike pag medyo may edad ka na, medyo ayaw mo na kasi mag back to zero eh. Medyo komportable ka na sa kung saan ka nasanay. So there you go guys, yun yung mga advice ko para sa mga young professionals dyan na may planong mag-migrate dito sa Canada. Don't waste your youth and start planning for your future. Tandaan nyo, in a race, you need the goal. It's the same with life. You need the goal. So hopefully, this video has inspired you to at least set up a goal. So yun guys, so if you like what you watch, please hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell to update you on future episodes. And also, please leave a comment, click the like button, and share this video as well to your friends to help my channel grow. Once again, I'm Terrence, and this is Canada A. Bye! Before we start, please don't forget to click the subscribe button. Pero huwag kang susuko. Kasi